Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today, I'm taking a look at the fire-breathing fortress from 1993. I have the original box, all the parts, and the instruction manual. On the box, there's a beautiful scene showcasing the set. The dragon flying over the fortress, Majisto standing on the tower, and the dragon knights defending the fort. This image immediately sets the tone and atmosphere for the set. The box features a flap, and inside there are additional photos highlighting some of the set's main features and play functions. You can see the hidden trap, the dragon head that throws stones, the prison, and the treasure chest. And of course, the dragon is not to be missed, soaring through the sky alongside Majisto. The plastic is still firmly intact and undamaged, which I always find important. Through this plastic, you could catch a glimpse of the parts and minifigures inside the box back in the day. For the original factory-sealed sets, this was a real sneak preview that completed the whole experience. It gave a fantastic feeling and made the temptation to buy the set even stronger. The sides of the box show the same main photo of the set, but from different angles, giving you a broader view of the design. On the back of the box, there's an image of Majisto with his glow-in-the-dark staff, a fun addition for the wizard. There's also an alternate build displayed without the baseplate, showcasing how versatile this set is. But of course, nothing can beat the iconic base design. The instruction manual is in A4 format, a convenient size that makes it easy to use and clear to follow. On the first page, all the minifigures are displayed, which is helpful for checking completeness, especially with second-hand sets. It's important that all the details are correct, such as helmets, weapons, and accessories. There are 24 step-by-step illustrations, all set against a calm yellow-orange background that provides good contrast and focus during building. At first, the instructions are easy to follow, but as you progress, the build becomes a bit more complex. It requires more attention, especially when multiple parts are added at once. This makes it more challenging, but also more fun for the experienced builder. On page 24, there's a full page showcasing the dragon head. At the end of the instructions, there are some nice photos that, just like on the box, highlight the play features. I can already spot some standout parts that make this set special. Of course, there's the baseplate, but I'll talk more about that later. There are parts that were first produced in 1993, such as the large arch element and the light gray castle turret element, but also some beautifully detailed pieces. For example, there's a printed arch featuring 2 yellow dragons, which decorates the gates of the fortress. This particular piece is only found in one other set. The same goes for the panel, with also 2 yellow dragons printed on it. Absolutely stunning. I also see the iconic dragon flag, with a dragon motif printed on one side. According to my research, there's also a version that is printed on both sides. Then there's the tower roof element, which you can only find in 3 different sets. This piece was also completely new in 1993. Of course, there are plenty of other interesting parts to discover, but I'll tell you more about those during the build. First, let's take a closer look at the minifigures. The set includes 6 minifigures, 1 Dragon Master, 3 Dragon Knights, Majisto, and a Wolfpack figure. This version of the Dragon Master is unique because of the yellow plumes on his helmet. In the set Dragon's Den, there's a similar Dragon Master, but he has red plumes instead. He also wears a beautiful cape, giving him a royal appearance. The fact that his legs are dual molded in 2 different colors is a nice detail. The 3 Dragon Knights each have a detailed print that fits perfectly within the Dragon Knights theme. One of them has a different helmet from the others, adding a nice bit of variety. They're all well equipped with weapons and have a tough, heroic look, completing the set as the fort's defenders. Majisto, the famous wizard, carries his staff, which glows in the dark, an extra special feature. But that's not all. He also has a magical orb and a printed tile with spells, adding an extra mystical touch. Majisto is an iconic figure in the castle theme, and this version fits perfectly into the Dragon Knights fantasy universe. The Wolfpack figure is a loved minifigure that's highly sought after by collectors. Wolfpack is a sub-theme within Castle that only includes 3 sets. I find it remarkable that this figure is included in this set. As of today, I can finally add him to my collection. What makes this set feel truly complete is the iconic dragon, who goes on adventures with Majisto. The dragon is one of my favorite Lego animals. With its green body, red wings, and of course, the flame coming from its mouth, it looks absolutely fantastic. Finally, the horse is also definitely worth mentioning. It has a brown color and features additional painted details on its mane, which is not the case with brown horses produced before 1989. It comes with some nice accessories, such as a red saddle with 2 clips and a horse battle helmet, which was also first produced in 1993. You can attach a flagpole and a large axe to the saddle. This type of weapon was also a new addition that year. The baseplate is an elevated 32 by 32 plate with a pattern of black and dark gray rocks. This print makes it unique. There are 2 other similar plates, one in 6086 Black Knight's Castle and one in 6081 King's Mountain Fortress. But their prints are not quite the same as this one. The baseplate alone makes Fire-Breathing Fortress a great find for collectors, as it's an exclusive and highly sought-after piece. What makes the baseplate even more interesting is the possibility to build an underground basement, or, as in this case, a cave for the dragon. For collectors, it's important that the baseplate is in good condition, with no broken corners and no faded prints. I'm happy to say this one is in excellent shape. I start building on the baseplate using light old grey bricks in various sizes. As the build progresses, more black bricks are added. I noticed that the rock texture printed on the baseplate has a different shade of grey, closer to the rock panels in color. This set includes 2 rock panels of the smaller type, often referred to as lerps, little ugly rock pieces. I have to admit, over time I've come to appreciate these pieces. Without them, building larger structures within the same production budget wouldn't be possible, so they definitely serve an important purpose. Personally, I don't think they're ugly at all. They just replace a lot of basic bricks, which reduces the building experience a bit, and that's a downside. In addition to the rock panels, there are wall panels, a large door frame with a prison door, and 2 large brown doors. These doors are also worth mentioning, as they only appear in one other set, 1906 Majisto's Tower, another set from the Dragon Knights series. At first, I thought I had seen them elsewhere, but they are actually an in-between size, slightly larger than the doors in El Dorado Fortress, and slightly smaller than those in Castle Set 6059 Knights Stronghold. The Dragon Knights theme, introduced in 1993, marked the shift from traditional castle sets to more fantasy-oriented designs, with elements such as dragons and wizards. It was a time when LEGO reinvented its castle theme, focusing on adventure and magic. The theme includes a total of 10 different sets, of which I now own 4. You can check out the videos on my channel. At first, I found the theme a little strange, and the color palette seemed a bit chaotic. But over time, I've come to appreciate it, and this set seems to be the highlight of the entire series. It was designed by Daniel August Krentz, who was also responsible for the iconic Yellow Castle. Krentz combines classic castle architecture with fantasy elements, making the set visually impressive and highly interactive. In the meantime, I've been building a fun play feature. It's a cleverly hidden trap. This play feature is very well executed and might be the best one in the set. This tile hides the mechanism, so it is nicely finished. And on this side, you can't immediately see that you have to pull the pin out, so it is all well integrated into the hole. There's another play feature on the side, a false wall you can open with hinges to sneak into the fortress. I do find its placement a little odd, right next to the 2 main doors. Personally, I would have preferred it on the other side, so you could sneak in and steal the treasure while the dragon is asleep. Now I'm finishing up the entire first floor, along with the tower room. The building process alternates between straightforward construction, assembling play features, and occasionally some puzzling or searching for parts. Although this might not be overly challenging for highly experienced adult builders, I personally find it both enjoyable and stimulating. During the build, I sometimes need to pause to search for certain pieces, or discover that I've made a mistake that requires correction. This isn't a build you can complete in just half an hour, which is positive. After completing the entire floor with a nice variety of light grey elements, black bricks, an impressive wall panel, and roof components, it's now time to assemble an other play feature. It's a dragon head complete with ears, eyes, and teeth. I built a similar one before in 6043, Dragon Defender. But here it features an extra large red tongue, which triggers the play function. You can use it to drop stones. You can also rotate the head. For those who don't like the dragon head, you can simply remove it and replace it with a flagpole. I think the end result is great, and I'll show you some additional details I haven't shared yet. For example, the cave where the dragon fits perfectly, the treasure chest filled with transparent colored plates. I would have loved to see some golden coins here. The one-piece staircase, and even a bit of extra decoration at the top, a simple slope brick and a transparent tile that forms a fireplace. In the end, I think the color palette works really well. It's a perfect mix of sturdy grey stones and dark grey rocks, giving the fortress a solid and imposing look. The red tower stands out and adds an adventurous feel, while the green accents give the whole thing a magical, natural vibe. It's a brilliant palette that makes the fortress feel both imposing and lively. Personally, I find this set a big improvement over 6076, Dragon's Den, the second biggest set in the series, and that is largely thanks to the beautiful baseplate. The brown arch bricks are also worth mentioning. They were first produced in brown that year and provide a realistic representation of tree trunks and branches. They tie in nicely with the other brown elements of the set without being overpowering. In my opinion, this is a great set, and I've shared my thoughts throughout the video. So for me, the result is very satisfying, although it seems the set gets mixed reviews on various forums and websites. There are undeniable strengths, such as the iconic and unique dragon-themed parts and the fun play features, which most people seem to agree on. The main criticism revolves around the building experience. Many users feel it's too quick, mainly due to the use of large pieces like the lerps, the staircase, and a few other elements, making the build feel too simple for some. The dragon head that drops stones has also been called cheesy by some reviewers, and not everyone was convinced by its design, finding it a bit basic. Additionally, some felt that the number of minifigures was limited for a set of this size, especially compared to other larger sets from that era. For me, Fire Breathing Fortress is still an interesting choice for collectors. The rare parts and cool minifigures make it a valuable addition to any LEGO castle collection. The set combines classic castle with a magical fantasy theme, and for fans of that combination, this set remains a must-have. Despite the mixed opinions about the building experience, I think it's a real cool showpiece. And personally, I thoroughly enjoyed building it and discovering all its details, and it will definitely have a place in my collection. Feel free to comment below this video, and don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.